So this is a dash and bash, usual to our Lord and Savior Jeff Bezos and for Amazon. So pretty much, everyone talks about kind of like productivity. Like people are working the hardest they've ever worked ever in the United States. Maybe in the world, I don't know those stats, but I know in the United States, people are working super hard, working way more hours, but getting paid below minimum wage. And in Amazon, that seems to be the business model to pay people as least as possible, make them eat lunch while they're like driving and all kind of crazy stuff. So pretty much what's happening, people actually like, you know what, I want my money. So people actually been suing in like a whole bunch of states. I mean, it's a laundry list of fucking states that these settlements are happening. And this is one of them in Seattle, Washington. $8.2 million in lost wages, pretty much. Um, some companies owe like their workers like $8,000 in lost wages. Um, so pretty much, there's been it's just crazy. I mean, the working conditions of drivers here is pretty wild because they have no union. At least UPS is a union. You're protected by other people. Amazon is kind of like those delivery guys that you see that deliver your packages. They're contracted by another company, so they're not even Amazon company. It's like another company that Amazon contracts. And in some ways, that they thought that they can give them like excuse not to be reliable for all the crazy shit that happens, but people are catching up that no, you need to be reliable to pay these people. You need to be reliable. These companies can't be doing crazy shit in the streets on your behalf. So it's time to be a crackdown on it. And so Amazon has been facing lawsuits in so many cities. We had issues of people being paid like $135 a day to deliver 10 packages nonstop.
To deliver
Not
the packages for 10 hours. Can you
not
imagine? Can you
nonstop.
imagine? Could you imagine if you got paid 135 just to deliver 10 packages? That'd be like 25 minutes. I'm done with work. 135, I'll take that.
That's probably
But
what they say.
delivering mad packages for 10 hours? Yeah, that's crazy.
All different shapes and sizes and neighborhoods and
And what about the
staircases.
8-hour workday? What happened to that?
What happened to that?
What
Well,
happened to the 8-hour workday?
so what happened to the 8 hour work week is pretty much workday is 40-hour work week. That's going away. That's like back to remember we had one of the famous recent Super Bowl commercials was like Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah, I
We
wouldn't know because I don't recognize that organization's
I just saw the
existence.
commercial, the Dolly Parton, because pretty much was a commercial with Dolly Parton. 9 to 5. Remember that famous song? She rewrote it for 5 to 9. This to show that people have mad jobs now. That there is no more 9 to 5s anymore. Like Dolly
They
Parton
should
rewrote
go.
her famous song 9 to 5 because that doesn't exist anymore. She
Yeah,
rewrote her
the song
song.
should be 9 to 5, 5 to 9, and back to
Six to
nine to
12.
five.
Yeah.
Yep.
5 to 9, then 10 to 13. Like what? Like
27.
27. Just working hours that don't exist on the clock because you're
Still working.
hallucinating. Yeah, because you haven't
Yep.
slept in 3 days, so you're just seeing people in your house that don't belong there. So
Smelling colors.
smelling guns. And you know what Amazon is doing to help people to stay awake for working those hours. Um,
Crystal methamphetamine.
I mean that's why they have these cameras to make sure people are not doing that. But they're installing a surveillance system. They're installing an artificial intelligence system to watch their drivers work. Even though we just showed that article about productivity being insane, people working 60-hour weeks, 12-hour days, they still think that people are not working enough. So they're installing these like spooky cameras into people's cars, and people's drivers' trucks, which is and I want to say two things. One, it's not monitored by people. It's monitored by artificial intelligence. So it's already creepy already. So this
They're gonna
artificial.
send one of those killer dogs from Boston Dynamics.
I mean, it might as well. It shouts commands at you, so maintain safe distance. Please slow down. One driver told CNBC that if the camera catches you yawning, it will pull you over, tell you to pull over. So, and
That
this
is
is not.
probably the most benign thing on the list of things. Like, you know, that yeah, that it's hard for me to argue against that one particular thing.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
but the
I mean,
rest of it,
I'm gonna show
fuck
you. I'm gonna
off.
show you this video. The video kind of shows you this, like, oh look, it helps with like driving stuff. Like if you get in an accident, which is fine. You show that stuff. You show that helps you like with insurance and stuff like that. Your driving company, a delivery company, that's perfect. But the fact that the camera points to the driver the whole time, it points to them, and it's being monitored by artificial intelligence, not by a person. So it's up to this artificial intelligence to make the judgments for people. It's not a human being that's making these judgments either. Um,
Yep.
so, and ideally, it would be great for, I mean, not automated. I mean, it's creepy. It's the fact that they're using artificial intelligence because they don't want to pay those people to do that. So they rather have a computer do it. So, this is crazy what's happening here. And, who knows what the privacy implications of this is going to be like. Especially because, if it's literally, so right now there's cameras being pointed out in the street all day round. Where is that footage going? Is that footage being? It's not live fed to anywhere, so it's being saved. So you can always grab it up and see it. So it's implications of this technology and where is it going? Who are these companies? And why do the companies like to name themselves after Terminator companies? Because this company decided to name itself after as Dyne name, Netrodyne. These companies always like,
Cyberdyne.
this company's called Netrodyne.
Nope. I think it's called Cyberdyne.
No, but I'm just saying that why do companies always like to choose the most creepiest Terminator like names for their companies?
Because that is exactly what they are intending to do. They know that at this point, resistance is futile. We are about to be assimilated
I mean, like,
by
but
the Borg.
but still, like, if I want to be an evil villain, I would name my company like bubbly, happy bubblegum company, and then do evil
Nah,
things
they already know that it's
under
too
that
late.
umbrella.
Resistance is futile.
But
I mean, if you look at the Borg, right? The Borg come at you in like a fucking big ass box, and
yeah,
then they teleport onto your ship. They don't care how you perceive them before they assimilate you, because they know that resistance is futile. I was gonna ask you
Delivering
before you
Amazon
said that.
packages is one of the
Like,
most important pieces to the
are
Amazon
they
customer experience. That is
like?
why we
Is that
at
the
Amazon
official
are
flipping on of
committed
the
to
switch
keeping
of Skynet?
drivers and the communities in which
I
they
think it
deliver
is.
safe.
I mean, because literally, it's
We
artificial
are
intelligence
always
that's making the
searching out
decisions.
innovative ways to keep
It makes the
drivers
decisions
safe.
whether to send the
That is why
footage to
we
the
have partnered
boss
with
if it's a
Netrodyne
problem.
to help us make improvements to the driver experience. Netrodyne is a transportation technology company based in Southern California.
Cyberdyne.
They are the first company to merge artificial
It's
intelligence
Cyberdyne
and video
disguising
to create
as Netrodyne.
industry-leading safety
That's my
systems.
conspiracy.
Studies have shown that the camera systems can reduce collisions by a third through in-cab warnings and another third through improved driver behaviors. Our intention with this technology is to set up drivers for success and provide them support in being safer on road and handling incidents if and when they happen. Now let's meet Netrodyne's camera system, Driver Eye.
Cyberdyne.
The Driver Eye quad camera
It's
is
called
packed with
Driver
great
Eye.
features. As the name suggests, there are 4 HD cameras, a road-facing view, a driver-facing view, and 2 side view cameras, giving the system 270 degrees of coverage.
Yay.
Facing the driver, there
Almost
are 2
omnipresent.
driver alert buttons and 2 indicator LEDs. When both LED lights are green, the system is recording. The Driver Eye camera system is the only camera system of its kind that can recognize good driving habits, not just on-road incidents. So what does the camera see? The video footage looks like this.
It sees the end
As
of
a
the
driver,
world.
this view probably looks pretty familiar. It's
Target
looking
acquired.
directly through the windshield. And here's a view through the left and right side cameras. And this is the driver-facing camera. Please note that the Netrodyne system does not have
Cyberdyne.
audio or live view functionality. No one can drop in and watch or listen to you make deliveries from another location. So now that we know what the camera sees,
I
let's
doubt
talk
that,
about when
but
Driver
we'll
Eye
see what
uploads
happens in the
video
future.
footage. There are 16 different safety signals that will trigger Driver Eye to upload recorded footage. 4 of those will be accompanied by an in-cab audio alert. Failure to stop at a stop sign, following too close, speeding, and
See, the
distracted
thing is,
driving.
this video they show like,
Other
okay, this makes
incidents that
sense.
will
The stuff
trigger
they
Driver
show
Eye
makes
to
sense.
upload footage without an in-cab audio alert are
But what about the
hard braking
camera?
and acceleration,
3 other
high
cameras that are in the
G-forces,
cab. What
hard
are those
cornering,
cameras doing?
low impacts, seatbelt compliance, U-turns, driver drowsiness, and an obstructed camera. In addition, you,
And
the
when
driver,
it's time to get
may
rid of the
trigger
human beings.
driver eyes at any time during your route to
They're
document
just pretty much
safety
learning how to
conditions
drive the
you
routes
wanna draw
themselves,
attention
and then they're going to
such
take
as
over
road
for the
rage,
humans.
someone approaching the vehicle, or that the delivery location is closed or inaccessible. Now that we know what will trigger an alert for driver eye, let's see what that looks like from the camera's perspective. Also, take note of the audible real-time driver coaching.
Driving coaching.
Please drive into the ocean.
Distracted driving. Maintain safe distance.
Damn, they
Maintain
baby
safe
fine the
distance.
shit out of these people.
No stop detected. No stop detected.
Oh shit. She like, I mean, you're forcing these people to work crazy hours and have like
Please slow
crazy
down.
like delivery deadlines. And this is why they're putting this in, because drivers are acting crazy. They're
Video
stealing
footage
things.
can
They're
be
like,
one of the best tools available.
they're
for
being
getting
paid no
facts about
money.
Any situation.
So
quickly.
this is
What
their
you're
way of
about
getting
to
the
see
slave
are
patrol
incidents in which
involved.
driver eye footage was used to exonerate a driver from blame in safety incidents.
But shit like this is crazy. Where's that pickup? Like, whose fault is this in this accident? I've been trying to think about it. Is it the pickup or is the van?
Yeah, the person
The
making a
pickup.
left-hand turn.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
The driver put his hands up too, like that's not my fault. What are you doing?
The same shit you see people doing every fucking day when you go out on the road.
But you're not even driving. You're driving like a Ford Escape. You can't do that with that car.
He was trying to escape.
You can't accelerate like you got a Porsche 911. What is this? Like,
Well, I mean,
So let's talk about the video
Cyberdyne,
footage
they
itself
turned the
and what
system
happens
on.
to it.
He's trying to get
The
away.
camera records 100% of the time when you are out on your route, but only uploads footage.
so
when
now
it's triggered
everyone
by
knows
you,
that if
or
you're
in
in
cases
front of an
principal.
Amazon truck, you're being
Only a
recorded.
limited
There you
set
go.
of authorized people have access to driver video footage. And again, don't worry. There is no live feed functionality to the
They
video.
keep saying that.
No one will be watching you while you are on your route.
I think it's happening because you
There
keep
are
telling me
three
that.
ways video footage is used: by the Amazon Last Mile Trust and Safety Team, for coaching by your DSP, and for investigations such as vehicle and package theft or property damage. Now you may be asking yourself, is there a way to turn the cameras off? The answer is yes. With the ignition in the off position, pressing
Jump
and
out the
holding
van
the
while it's
driver alert
moving.
button for 5 seconds will turn the driver-facing camera off, so you can have
And
privacy
it will
while
turn
maneuvering.
the rise of the
The
machines
driver-facing
on.
camera will turn off in 10 seconds. Outward-facing cameras will continue to run for up to 20 minutes to document any situations such as vehicle or package theft, driver harassment, or collisions from moving vehicles. When the ignition is turned back on, the cameras will automatically turn back on.
Damn, you can't have the
indicated by
car
both
on with the
driver-facing
light.
LEDs turning green. Thank you for taking the time to learn
Yo,
more about the
you
Netrine
are-
driver eye camera
I
system.
don't. I
Safety
can't.
is our
I don't know.
top priority at Amazon,
Cyberdyne.
and it's
Stop
our
saying
hope that this new
Netrodyne.
system
It
will
is
give drivers
Cyberdyne.
and delivery service partners peace of mind while out delivering smiles to our customers.
Out delivering smiles. You're putting the fear in the hearts of your workers. That's what you're doing.
What you're doing is you're delivering the rise of the machines.
Get us comfortable cars with cameras yelling at us. You're driving too slow. You're driving too slow. So
Remember iRobot? You are experiencing an automobile accident.
wow. Well, there you go. That we just saw a clip of that, right? With the crazy pickup truck driver. So
You're gonna
that's
have the fucking camera talking about, I did not murder him.
that the AI. What if is the AI going to be in court? What if something crazy does happen? Are they going to like bring like a
Then
laptop,
that green light is going to turn into a red light.
yeah, like a laser light?
Rise of the machines.
Dun-dun. So that's Amazon. Instead of paying their workers properly, they're installing some crazy advanced surveillance system into their trucks. So that's Dash and Bash. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube on act.tv. Have over 47,000 subscribers. And follow act.tv Genius. He's live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. And that's Dash and Bash, Terminator Edition.